Namaste. Welcome to Yoga for Life with Antoni. Today it is senior mat yoga, total body. Let's go ahead and get started by coming to the top of our mat and lining up for mountain pose. Mountain pose is one of the best asanas or exercises you can do for posture. So practice this every day. Bring your feet about as wide as your hips and make sure your toes are not going out or in. Keep them straight. Lift and spread your toes. Yes, pressing into the balls and heels of your feet. Bring your shoulders back and down, lining up with your hips. Ears back, lining up with your hips without lifting the chin. And then imagine you're being pulled up from the crown of your head to the ceiling. And this is mountain pose. We're going to close our eyes or keep them softly open. And as you inhale, we're going to keep our arms as straight as we possibly can. And we're just going to lift them up on the inhale without lifting the shoulders. And then we're going to exhale and slowly bring our arms down to our side. Let's do that again, trying to just use our nostrils to breathe or a tiny hole in pursed lips. Inhale. Try to move with your breath and exhale. Either nostrils or pursed lips. Make that breath last as long as you can. Again, inhale. Each time you might go a little higher, but to keep those shoulders pulling down, exhale. Let's do one more. Inhale. And exhale. All right, let's open our eyes. And we're going to be at the top of your mat. I'm just going to face you so you can see this. We're going to do a sun breath. So take an inhale, keeping the arms straight, shoulders down. Maybe your chin lifts as well. As you exhale, bend your knees so you're just folding at the hips, not the back. Let your hands slide down your legs, head drops. If you have high blood pressure, glaucoma, keep it above your heart, otherwise hang. And then on the inhale, slide your hands up your shins, straightening your back. And then exhale, bending your knees and releasing. Inhale, we're starting to straighten the knees, pressing into shins or your thighs. Exhale, bending and releasing. Let's do one more sun breath. And then on the inhale, straighten your back, come all the way up and come into a big heart opener. So for a heart opener, you're going to bring your shoulder blades together. You're going to lift your chest, lift your chin. Take a big breath and release. Let's shake it out or even gently twist it out, letting your arms hang and release. It's good for the shoulder joints. And again, let's step to the top of the mat. Find mountain pose, feet, shoulders over hips. Try not to lock your knees. Ears over shoulders, lifting up through the crown. Open your shoulders. On the inhale, lift. Again, my shoulders stay down. On the exhale, bend your knees to hinge. See how my back stays straight? Again, head can drop unless you have high blood pressure or glaucoma. And keep it above your heart. And then you're going to start to straighten your back, plant your hands, and step back to your first downward dog or upside down V. And we're just going to walk our dog. See, I'm just bending one knee, bending the other, releasing my neck, breathing the whole time. And we're going to gently and slowly with control come down to all fours. We're going to line up our wrists under our shoulders, knees under our hips. Tuck your toes if you're able to. On the inhale, we're going to drop the belly, bring the shoulder blades together, lift the chin. On the exhale, we're going to round the back, lifting. Tuck the chin and spread apart your shoulder blades. You're kind of tucking in and back. Inhale, releasing everything down and forward and up. Exhale. So this is cat, like a cat stretching. On the inhale, we're doing cow. Exhale into cat. Feel this stretch not only in the low back, but also in the shoulders. Shoulder blades come together and shoulder blades come apart. And even in your neck, gently lifting your chin and then gently tucking your chin. We're going to try to come back to downward dog. So tuck those toes, lift up. And then we're going to walk into a forward fold. I like to have my feet wide, my knees bent. And you just kind of rest on your thighs, releasing your neck. Take a breath. And then work towards straightening your back. Coming all the way up, we're going to come into that big heart opener again. It's like a cobra pose, shoulder blades together. Chestless, chinless. Release and gently twist it out. Arms hanging and releasing. Let's come back into that mountain pose again. Feet and toes. Shoulders over hips, ears over shoulders, lifting up through the crown. As you inhale, let your arms come out and overhead. Exhale, fold. Again, keep that back straight, bend the knees. Hang. Start to straighten your back before coming into downward dog. Spread your fingers wide. Okay? Push your hands forward and bend your knees at the same time so your hips go back. See what I did? My shoulders are not over my wrists. Then pull your shoulders away from your ears and start to reach your heels down. Then just breathe here. 3 breaths. In downward dog. Slowly with control, come back to tabletop, knees under hips, wrists under shoulders, spread your fingers. We're going to go into bird dog. So you're going to inhale, bringing right arm forward, left leg back. Now keep your left hip down, don't hike it up. And then exhale, come back to the center. Inhale, reach your left arm, right leg, lower that right hip. And then just continue to move with your breath. We're going to do that 5 more times on each side. Actually, we're going to inhale to reach, exhale to release. Inhale, reach, keep that right hip down. That's important. Exhale, release. Inhale, reach. If we hike up that hip, we're not working that back muscle, which is what we want to do. It's our biggest, largest back muscle. Continue. Bird dog is really good for strengthening the back. And continue with the breath. Inhale, reaching. Right arm, left leg. Left hip lowers. And release. And other side. Inhale to reach. Keep that hip down. Exhale back in the center. 1 more on each side. And last one. And tuck your toes. Come back into downward dog for 3 breaths. And take an inhale, pulling your hips back as far as you can go. And then exhale, come into plank. So you're just going to bring your shoulders over your wrists. You can keep your buttocks up, or you can lower your buttocks. Then we're going to bend our elbows, keeping them in. You can do this on knees or toes. This is low plank. And then we're just going to come all the way down, hands under shoulders, and we're going to lift the chest, maybe lift the hips into cobra, and then come back into downward dog. We just did a chaturanga there. And we're going to walk it in. We're going to straighten that back. Come all the way up. Come into that big heart opener. Release. And gently twist it out. All right. We'll come back later to do another chaturanga after we do some standing poses. Let's come to the top of our mat, lift our right heel, step it back. We're going to do high lunge pose. So we're going to keep the heel lifted. If you can't do that, you can bring it down. Otherwise, keep it lifted. Turn so your hips are facing the center, right and left. Bend both knees. We're going to bring namaste hands, bending both knees. Then on the inhale, we're going to bring the arms forward and up, straightening that front knee. Exhale, namaste hands, bend back and front knee. Inhale, arms come out and overhead. And let's just do that 3 more times. Keep your front knee right in the center. Don't let it wiggle to the right or left. Keep it in line with your heel and middle toes, but it can go past the toes. All right, then we're going to attempt warrior three. So warrior three, we're stepping forward. At first, keep both knees bent. That's a little easier. See if you can lift up that foot. Inhale, exhale, lift up that back foot. Last one, you can hold this or tap. Maybe straighten. And then come back down to high lunge and release and shake it out. We're now going to do the other side. You don't have to turn around. I'm just doing that so you can see me. Left heel lifts and walks back. Again, keep both hips forward. So in order to do that, you probably need to bring space between your feet like railroad tracks. And then we're going to bend both knees. Keep that front knee in the center or you'll hurt your knee. And then inhale, arms come forward and up. Exhale, bending. Keep that knee center. Bend the back knee as well as the front. Inhale and exhale. Let's do 3 more. Take your time. If you could only do every other one with control, that's better than doing all 6 haphazardly. Keep that knee centered or you'll hurt your knee. 1 more. Let's attempt warrior 3. It might just look like this, in and out, a few breaths. And you can continue to do that. Or you can try to hold it for a few breaths, knees bent or straight. Keep that left hip down and release. And come into wide legs. Let's bring our hips center. So our hips are not sticking out. We're going to take our left foot, turn it towards the left corner of the mat and bend the knee. Again, keep your knee in line with the middle toes. Don't let it sink in or out. Back foot, you want to come on the outside edge of it so you're not flattening that arch. All right, bring your arms out, palms up, and we're going to hug the shoulder blades down. And then you're going to look at any object you want to. It's called your drishti, wherever you want. 3 breaths through the nostrils or pursed lips. Warrior 2. Keep your shoulders down. Keep your knee over the toes. Now take an inhale, and on the exhale, you're going to do your arms like this and side bend, keeping that knee bent. Don't forward bend, even if you can only side bend an inch. Inhale, coming back up to warrior 2. Exhale to side angle warrior. And hold that. Again, if you're dipping forward or you're hurting yourself, just come up a little and breathe. Keep that knee in the center. Just 3 breaths through your nostrils or through pursed lips, and you can move your hand if your shoulder hurts. Let's release and go to the other side. My left foot is straight, my right foot is catty corner, knee is bent. Come to the pinky toe side of that back foot. Tuck in your hips, bring shoulders over hips. This time we're going to do something different with our arms in warrior 2. We're going to start with our palms up, shoulders down, and see how your elbow creases are facing up? Try to keep them up and just flip the palms down. It's a little tricky. Look at your object, 3 breaths. It can be whatever and wherever you want. Nostrils or pursed lips. Warrior 2, shoulders down. Take an inhale. Exhale, side angle warrior. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, side angle warrior. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, side angle warrior. Not forwarding, not forward, but side. 3 breaths. Do whatever you need to with that top hand to protect your shoulder. Keep your knee over the middle toes. Keep your left foot on the outside of it. And breathe. And come back into the center. This time, we're going to bring our hands into namaste. Fingers spread. Thumbs to breastbone. Gently pressing from the bottom to the top of your hands. We're going to turn the toes in. We're gonna turn the heels in. Toes in, heels in, toes in, heels in, toes in, heels in, and back again. Out. Working our ankles and coordination and calves and even our shin muscles. One more time. Go as slow or fast as you want. We're gonna end with our toes out, and we're gonna bend our knees, and I want you to sit like, see how I'm sitting on the ledge of my window? But I wanna do that without the ledge. So you're not tipping forward, that's gonna kill your knees. Bring it back. Hold that, and we're gonna do eagle arms. So take your left arm to touch your right shoulder. Take your right arm underneath to touch your left shoulder. Shoulders down, if you can, lift the elbows and take 3 breaths. You're not dipping forward, you're pulling your buttocks back. Slowly come up. Let's switch the hands. So right hand comes to the left shoulder, left hand comes underneath to the right shoulder. You can stay there or go deeper by pulling shoulders down and just the elbows up. Bend those knees, let them go back and out, buttocks goes out. See if you can lift your toes. For these last 2 breaths, see if you can lift your heels. And come back up. We're gonna turn our feet now straight. We're gonna bend the knees and we're just gonna hinge at the hips so that our back stays straight, and slide your hands down your shins. Go as far as you can with a straight back. So you wanna stay straight. Think of your back as a table. If you stop here, push into your shins. If you come to fingertips to the floor, hold there. We're gonna lift our toes. We're gonna pull in our belly button, and we're gonna pull in our pelvic floor muscles. So imagine you're stopping the flow of urine. 3 breaths. Wide angle, wide leg, forward fold. Bring the weight into your heels. To come back up, bend your knees. Hands come to your thighs. Come up with as straight back as you can. One more toe, heel it in. And shake it out. We're now gonna go into our chair poses and then down to the floor. So for chair pose, we're gonna bring our feet straight just like mountain pose. And on the inhale, you're gonna bring your arms out, bend your hips, then your knees, bring your buttocks down to a chair. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, make sure the knees do not go forward over your toes. Keep going, keep your chest lifted. With your breath. Five more, or do as many as you can. These last 4, see if you can lift your toes when you sit back. Keep those knees back. Don't let them come in. Keep them right in line with your middle toes. Back up. Cleansing breath. Bring your feet out slightly, not real wide. Hands to your hips, or namaste. And then just try to move the bottom of your body, not the top, in big circles as you breathe. Hip circles or Elvis pose. And then change direction. And shake it out. Take a big cleansing breath. That means you breathe in the nose. Let it out of an open mouth with a sigh. Ha. All right. We're going to flow down one more time with Chaturanga to the floor. Do what you can. Skip any part that you don't want to do. So you're in mountain pose. As you inhale, you're going to lift the arms overhead. As you exhale, you're going to bend where? Knees, hips, not the back. Head drops if you're able to. Set up for your downward dog. On your downward dog, pull your hips back. On your exhale, come into a plank. It can be like this or like this. Then we're going to bend the elbows, whether we're on knees or toes. Then we're going to come all the way down. Just kind of move your hands toward, your pinkies towards the edges of your mat, but under your shoulders. We're going to press into our hands to lift the chest, maybe the hip. Come to tabletop. And then we're going to come to seated. So this is called easy pose. If it's not easy for you, adjust. You can even lean against a wall, okay? I want to start with whichever leg is in front. Well, let's go ahead and match it up with me so it'll be easier for instructions. I have my right shin in front. It's important we're not slouching, okay? It's important we're not overarching. But shoulders are over hips, ears are over shoulders. Come into a namaste hand, take an inhale. As you exhale, you're actually going to twist to the right, but only from the waist. The neck and shoulders just come along, and then inhale back in the center. Exhale again, twisting to the right. This is all happening at the waist. Nothing's moving on the bottom of your body. Continue with your breath. Exhaling to twist. And the neck and shoulders are just coming along. They're not leading. 3 more. Use your pursed lips to breathe or nostrils. And 1 more twist. And back in the center. Do a little cat-cow here like we did earlier on all 4s. And we're going to switch the shins. Now, if you have a knee problem, I suggest you don't have to switch, or wherever your knee is hurting, if you place something under it to support it, that will take pressure off of it. A couch, pillow, a yoga block, whatever. All right, namaste hands. So every time we do namaste, we're actually strengthening our wrists if we do it correctly. So spread your fingers, press from the bottom all the way to the fingertips, including the palms, even if they don't touch, they're pressing in. Your thumbs come to your breastbone, elbows wherever, and you gently press. Inhale, exhale, twisting to the left. Inhale, center. Go as slow as your breath. And if you're using nostril breath or pursed lips, your breath will automatically be slower, which is one of the purposes of that Ujjayi breath. 3 more with the breath, don't rush it. Your crossed legs are going to keep your bottom from twisting. This is using all your twisting muscles so that when you do need to twist, those muscles will be ready and willing and you won't injure yourself. 1 more. And back into the center. All right, we're going to come into staff pose, which is simply straightening your legs. If you cannot straighten them completely, take a rolled up towel or blanket and place it under the knees till they can release. If your back is slouching, this is really bad. So I would suggest you scoot up against a wall to hold you upright. I'm going to bring my hands down to my sides or my fists. I'm going to pull my toes in towards my shin. And I'm going to poke my heels out. And on the inhale, I'm going to pretend I'm pressing the backs of my knees into the mat so my heels slightly lift. Exhale, release. If your heels don't lift, then you're going to need something under your knees to push into, okay? And it's okay. Inhale and exhale. In yoga, it's not what you look like, it's what you feel. You should feel your quads firing up when you press the backs of your knees or lift your heels. Moving with your breath. This is protecting and strengthening the knees. Take your time. 2 more. And that last one we're going to hold. All right, so either heels lifted or pressing the backs of your knees into a towel or blanket. 3 slow nostril or pursed lip breaths. Shaking's a good sign. All right, let's come to our backs now. Knees bent, feet on the floor. Let's do a few little windshield wipers. Moving with your breath. All right. Keep your palms open, arms out. Walk your heels towards your sits bones, and then keep your inner thighs squeezing so your knees don't go out. Lift your toes and spread them. Again, keep your chin straight, don't scoot it up. That will protect your neck and even the blood vessels from pinching. So it's very important you don't move your neck at all. this bridge pose. And on the inhale, squeeze in your butt cheeks and lift up. On the exhale, relax them and lower. We're going to do that 5 more times. And on the 6th one, we're going to hold it. 2 more. Squeeze, lift. Keep your knees towards each other. Relax and lower. 1 more. Okay, so we're going to hold this for 3 breaths through the nose, or pursed lips, toes lifted, inner thighs squeezing, butt cheeks squeezing, lifting your pelvis as high as you can, and slowly release and lower down into some windshield wipers. All right, pigeon pose for the hips and sciatica. Bring your right foot into a figure 4, looks like that. We are going to lift up that left foot. If you have knee problems, I want you to pull your toes in towards your shin, so flex your feet. Otherwise, relax them, okay? And then you're gonna take your left knee and hug it in without your hands. And you're gonna take your right knee and push it away at the same time. And we're gonna take 3 nostril or pursed lip breaths. Left knee's pulling towards you, right knee's pushing away. And slowly release to switch sides. Left foot comes into figure 4, flexing your feet if you have knee issues, or relaxing. Lift up that right foot. As you pull in your right knee towards you, you're pushing your left knee away from you without any hands for 3 slow, controlled breaths. All right, take your feet towards the ceiling as straight as you can. Toes in, heels up, and then toes up. Toes in, toes up. Let's move with the breath. Exhaling, toes towards shin. Inhaling, toes towards ceiling. And let's do 2 more. And on this last one, when your foot's flexed, toes down, heels up, you're gonna walk your feet behind you as your legs stay straight for 3 breaths. And then we're going to come into cobbler pose with our feet up. So feet come together, knees down. And as you press your knees out, as you press your feet together, you're pushing your knees away from you without using your hands for 3 breaths in cobbler. We're using our muscles, so it's a dynamic stretch. And then we're going to do a split. I'm going to kind of turn sideways because my wall's in the way. We're going to straight legs again, toes in, heels up. Keep your legs straight. Go as wide as you can. Bring your toes behind you for 3 breaths. And then hugging your knees, okay? Your hands are soft so they can move, okay? Because as we breathe, inhale, exhale, we're going to start to draw a little circle on the ceiling, a single circle. Your hands are just kind of sliding across the knees as you circle. Now get that circle a little bit bigger. What we're doing is we're massaging the back. The small circles are the lower back, the medium circles are the mid back, and then these big circles are the shoulders. Meet back in the center, start it all over. Reversing it, little circle as you breathe. Medium circle with the breath. And big circle, so your fingers are kind of reaching, but they're not sticking to the knees. Back in, release. Let's do some windshield wipers back and forth. The next time your knees are to the right, you can just let them fall. If that doesn't work, put something under this knee. Keep both shoulders down. Maybe you look to the left for a deeper twist. And as you breathe, I want you to feel the breath in this left side. Feel those left ribs breathing. And then to the other side. Both shoulders stay down. Use a pillow if you need to. Look to the right for deeper, or simply look ahead. And this time the right ribs are breathing. And then we're going to release into Shavasana. So you can simply let your knees fall in, or let your feet come out and straight, or you can bring your feet up to the wall. This is going to bring you into parasympathetic. Rest, digest, and heal. Feel the breath coming back to its natural rhythm. And now, without force and control, I just want you to feel your breath rising and falling in your belly like a wave in the ocean. Go ahead and pause here for as long as you want. Make sure your chin isn't up. Or simply take about 4 to 5 breaths. Wave breaths in the belly. And when you're done, you hug in your knees, roll to your side, and sit back up. Namaste. I hope you have a great day, and you join me again soon. God bless you.